Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
The Keokuk County Veterans Affairs Office in Sigourney wishes you the very best this holiday season. And please remember those that aren't with their families this year, as they are protecting our great country. For more information on Keokuk County Veterans Affairs, contact Michelle Herman, the Veteran Affairs Administrator, at 101 South Main in Sigourney. Julie's Homestyle Cafe at 216 South Market in Oskaloosa is a small place with a great big taste of home cooking. Established in 2009, Julie's Homestyle Cafe serves breakfast, lunch. You can have a slice of pie, dessert, and soft drinks. Julie's Homestyle Cafe is a veteran-owned cafe serving traditional breakfast and homemade lunch meals just like Mom used to make. Find more information at julieshomestylecafe.com or follow their page on Facebook. Let's glow crazy for the new year at Copper Lantern Sports Bar and Grill at 101 North Jefferson in Sigourney. We want to ring in the new year with a fun-filled glow party, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. on the eve of 2025. Dress up and let's have some fun at Copper Lantern Sports Bar and Grill. Drink specials, music, jello shots, glow-in-the-dark games, and bring a snack to share with your friends. It's all happening New Year's Eve at the Copper Lantern in Sigourney. Don't get left out in the cold this winter. Head to your local Sinclair Napa for unbeatable deals on all your winter automotive needs. We've got a variety of jump packs, battery chargers and maintainers, windshield wiper blades, and de-icers on sale now. Plus, you can save up to $25 on select car batteries with an online rebate. Don't forget to grab a bag of Roadrunner ice melt for those slippery mornings. Visit Sinclair Napa in Montezuma, Sigourney, Centerville, Williamsburg, or Ottumwa, or at sinclairnapa.com. Hey, welcome in. We are doing the Iowa Music Showcase. We're live at Barnwired in Sigourney. How we all doing today? Woohoo! It is it's a dreary Friday, but we're going to brighten things up with Gemma Bryce here momentarily. First, let's bring in Amanda. Make some noise for Amanda Snakenberg. Boy, that's kind of a weak response for you, Amanda.
That's
okay. What's going on here at Barnwired?
Well, I hope everyone had a good holidays. I know it was crazy busy for us, but we're slowing back down and getting back into the routine of things. But all of our Christmas stuff is 30% off. And then our our lunch special today is the bacon cheeseburger meatloaf with potato wedges and corn. Next week, our sandwich of the week is a chicken salad croissant. And our soup is chicken corn chowder for next week. Yeah. We are planning on having our New Year Eve dinner here from 4:30 to 8:30. So prime rib, seafood platter, and Iowa smoked pork chops. I got them from Packwood Locker, so local. And then we will be open on New Year's Day, so you can get your coffee from 8 to 11. And that is going to be our next week holiday hours. So that's all I got for you, Steve.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate that. And again, we're here at Barnwired in Sigourney. Need to rearrange just a little bit. We've got a big old keyboard in here. I'm going to try not to knock this over today,
Okay,
Gemma.
good.
Gemma Bryce, how the heck are you doing?
I'm doing good today.
Well, good. Glad to see you again. It's been basically a year. You know, we always tend to book you during your Christmas break.
Yeah.
Because you're still in school. And I asked you before, how old are you?
I'm 13.
Okay. I was trying to make you 14 earlier. But so you're 13 years old. And now you and I have known each other for a few years now. How old were you? Maybe your parents can help us out, too. How old were you when we first did the radio thing? Because you were not very old.
9.
You were 9 years old.
Yes.
So
It's been a
you,
bit.
Yeah, you and your sister had come into the studios, and we did a radio interview, which was pretty brave of you at 9 years
Yeah,
old. But
guess so.
now you're 13, and you're continuing on. You're a solo artist. Basically, just give me a recap maybe of the last year since we've seen you. Have you stayed busy?
I have stayed busy. I had a lot of shows this summer, and we even managed to make it down to Nashville this summer,
nice.
too. We went for like 2 weeks, right? And yeah, we met with I would say 5 or 6 producers that were interested in helping me with my music. But yeah, I've stayed busy this year.
And if I remember right from the videos that I saw online, you were hanging out a little bit. Iowa's Nick Ryan was also
Yes,
down in Nashville at the same time. And did you get in the studio with him, or tell me what happened there?
Well, we managed to get down there at the same time that he was there.
Okay.
And he was recording in a studio. And yeah, we got the chance to go in and look around and see what he does and what his process is like.
Yeah, very cool. And then we also saw you, my wife and I, were at the State Fair on the same day that you were opening up for Eli Alger.
Yes.
Was that the Bud Tent stage? Or
I think
the
so,
Bud
right?
stage or whatever, Bud Light, whatever. Whatever that stage. How did the State Fair treat you? Was that the only time that you played at the State Fair this summer?
I think that was the only time, right? Yeah. It was really fun. There's a lot of people.
Okay. And do you plan on going back to the State Fair? Or are you trying to book a gig there or anything? Or?
I mean, I would love to go back to the State Fair.
Okay. Are you a big fan of the State Fair?
We go there a couple times a year. We aren't the biggest fair goers, but
But you at least get there.
yeah.
All right. And just totally off topic, what's your favorite thing about the State Fair?
Probably the funnel cakes.
Oh, the funnel cakes. All right. Yeah. Now I was lucky enough to be there. It all just kind of all fell together that day, where my wife Stacy and I were there. Eli Alger. I saw Eli pulling in to the fair that day. He texted me. He said, "Hey, you got to come or you have to come MC my show for me." And then you just happened to be there as well. So we were all just kind of hanging out there. You and I and Eli Alger. It was a good time.
Yeah,
It
it
was.
was
I think
fun.
it was a pretty nice day there at the fair there
was.
that day as well. So you've been looking at studios, you've been talking to producers. Have you continued writing original songs and stuff in the last year?
Yeah, I definitely have been writing a lot this year, but I've been on kind of a writer's block for a couple months, which is difficult. But I've gotten out a couple songs that I've written over the past couple days.
Well, you need to have you need to break up with your boyfriend or something like that. That'll
Yeah,
open
I
up
need
the
to get a
floodgates.
boyfriend
Oh,
first.
okay. Well, then get a boyfriend and then break up with him, and then you'll have all sorts of material.
Yeah, good idea.
It's like Taylor Swift. Are you a Taylor Swift fan?
I am a big Taylor
All right.
Swift fan.
All right. Who else do you like listening to?
Me and one of my friends went to a Gracie Abrams concert, which she's kind of a smaller artist, but she's one of my favorites.
Okay. All right. Awesome. And did you get any Taylor Swift concerts or anything in the last year? Was it 2 years for the Eras tour?
We didn't really want to spend $100,000 on tickets, so
I don't blame you,
make
and
it
I don't
to
blame
that.
your parents for that either. Good stuff. Well, I know you've got some stuff out there on Spotify and iTunes. How many songs do you have available now?
I think we have 3 songs out, but only one on my account that I'm using right now.
Okay. All right. So people can search for Gemma Bryce music,
Yeah.
and you'll pop up on different outlets. Well, cool. Well, let's get into some music. What is your first song for the day?
The first song is a song I wrote probably a couple years ago. It's called Before.
Okay.
And I actually played this at my school talent show and got some good responses.
Good. Did you get a standing ovation at the end of it?
I mean, there was definitely an ovation and some tears. But
Uh-oh. Prepare yourselves. Get the Kleenex ready. All right. Yeah, let's put your hands together for Gemma Bryce here at Barn Wired for the Iowa Music Showcase.
Oh, it's not
Do
working.
we have sound? Technical issues. That's the fun thing about doing this live is
Yeah.
you just go with the flow.
It's all
Yeah.
real.
There we go.
Please tell me what I've become. An obsessively obsessed girl I've been running from. And you led me on. I was vulnerable and fell for all your cons. just don't hold a grudge, but it's the only thing left of you to hold on to. Haven't I given enough? I've got nothing left to prove to you. But there was something in the air that made me think you really cared. I thought love was fair, guess common sense got me there. And I'm bleeding out tears, it's like you disappeared. I miss fear and fear, I miss you being here. And with battle wounds and love, sick truths I confess, you've made me my nightmares. I can't run to you, I missed my cue, I'm a mess. Thought you were here, and my heart's on the floor, on my sleeve, against the door, anywhere but with yours. And I need you more in the midst of an eternal war than I ever have before. I'm a slave to your lies, want you dead or alive. Will you give it one more try? Can we make it work this time? Did you rifle me? Did you ever stop to think we were perfectly in sync? 'Cause you're a teenage boy instinct. Oh, And with battle wounds and love, sick truths I confess, you've made me my nightmares. I can't run to you, I've missed my cue, I'm a mess without you here. And my heart's on the floor, on my sleeve, against the door, anywhere but with yours. And I need you more in the midst of an eternal war than I ever have before.
Gemma Bryce here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we're live at Barn Wired, great place for lunch and some coffee and maybe some post-Christmas shopping here at Barn Wired in Sigourney. We're with Gemma Bryce again. Now, Gemma, I guess I didn't ask you. Tell the folks where you're from.
I'm from Oskaloosa, Iowa.
All right. And do you go to the Oskaloosa, is it middle? Are you middle school?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grader. All right. So just 13 years old, writing some fantastic songs over here. And again, some songs out there on Spotify, iTunes, and all those different places. Now, I also saw you over the summer, or maybe, I don't know, June or so, at the, what was it called? Eveland Access, whatever.
It was the Summer Fest.
The Summer Fest. And that was a pretty cool thing. You had a full band playing with you that day. Is that a regular thing now, or somewhat regular?
I would say it's somewhat regular because it just depends on how big the gig is, and sometimes we can manage to put together a little band.
Okay, all right. Now, when you're playing out, how many songs? Like, how long do you play, or how many songs are on your playlist?
Well, I think that show was like an hour and a half or something. So it really just depends. I think my longest gig so far has been like 2 hours.
Okay, all right, and which is that's a lot of music to do, especially if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to sing by yourself, or do you prefer to have a band with you?
I
like both?
I think I'm okay with both. I used to prefer by myself, but not anymore.
Okay, I mean, because it gets kind of lonely up there on stage. You don't really have anybody to play off of or talk to or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. As far as your recordings, when people go to listen to you online, do you have like a full? Is it like a full production? Do you have drums and guitars and stuff like that?
I have one song out. It's called Stupid Butterflies, and it has the full production.
Okay. All right. So make sure you check that out. Again, Gemma Bryce, do you do, since you're in 8th grade, are you involved in like choir or band or anything like that?
I am involved in choir, but I'm not doing it this trimester, but next trimester and last I did.
All right. Okay. And what are other interests that you do in your spare time?
I played volleyball in 7th and 8th grade, but that season's over, and
okay.
Yeah.
So volleyball is that the only sport you like doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you watch anything else on TV sports wise or?
Well, my dad always has golf on or football on, so sometimes I watch that.
Sounds like you're kind of forced to watch that.
I am.
Go. Is he a Hawkeye fan or a Cyclone fan?
No, a Cyclones fan, thank goodness.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes.
They're the only one. Your table is the only one that are clapping right now.
Well, our family's clapping at home, too.
I don't mind Iowa State as long as they're not playing Iowa.
Yeah.
Iowa State plays Miami. I'm sure you're really excited about that, aren't you?
I didn't even know till now.
Your dad's company, by the way, sponsors a Morgan You Asked For sports podcast on Steve Shetler Media. So DB Landscaping there. We can get a free plug for you. Well, let's jump into your second song of the day, shall we? What do you got for us up next?
This song I wrote 2 years ago, and it's actually a Christmas song because, 'tis the season.
Yeah.
So.
All right, before we do that, how was your Christmas? I haven't even asked. How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was really good.
What was the best thing that you got for Christmas?
Well, my parents surprised us with a trip to the Bahamas for spring break.
Oh, is that it?
Uh-huh.
Come on. Is that all you guys can do? The Bahamas. That's pretty cool.
I know. I'm excited.
And you say for spring break coming up? Awesome. Well, that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do this Christmas song then. Again, here's Gemma Bryce. We're doing this Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwired in Sigourney.
Oh, by the way, this is called Christmas for Me and You, or for you and me. Holidays are booked full, firelight and mistletoe. Laughter fills the air from everybody that we know. Presents under the tree for you and me. But all I need is you and your bright glowing smile that can light up any room. Pretty eyes, I've got everything I desire. The town square is decorated in lights. Children are laughing, having snowball fights. Hot chocolate and blankets by the Christmas tree. It's Christmas for you and me. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's Christmas for you. Don't need to stop, got everything that I want. Mittens and stocking hats. Snow is falling from the sky, the way it lights up your eyes. Snow angels for a mile. You and your bright glowing smile that can light up any room. And your pretty eyes, I've got everything I desire. The town square is decorated in lights. Children are laughing, having snowball fights. Hot chocolate and blankets by the Christmas tree. It's Christmas for you and me. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's Christmas for you. and your bright glowing smile that can light up any room, and your warm pretty eyes have got everything I desire. The town square is decorated in lights, children are laughing, having snowball fights, hot chocolate and blankets by the Christmas tree. It's Christmas for you and me. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's Christmas for you and me. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's Christmas for you and me.
Gemma Bryce here on our Iowa Music Showcase. Again, Gemma hanging out. She's from Oskaloosa, 13-year-old Gemma Bryce. Now, Gemma, before we get into 5 random questions here, I know you really enjoy 5 random questions. We should give your family, we talked about your family a little bit, but they're huge supporters of you and your music. You wanna send a shout out to your family?
Yes. Yeah, just shout out to my parents and my grandma and my grandpa and my sister
I know it seems like whenever...
and my friends.
All right, and your friends, yes, that also traveled to Sigourney today. It seems like whenever I see you playing out, you've always got your family there to support you. So
I
that's...
definitely wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without them.
Yeah. So, and your dad was setting things up this morning, and I was taking your bags away before I should have, and you know...
Yeah, they're like my personal setup crew.
Yeah.
I just sit
Your
and watch
roadies.
them.
Well, good deal. All right, let's do some 5 random questions. Question number 1. This is going to be our question of the day on Steve Shetler Media. We always put one up each weekday at noon. What age, now you're just 13, but what age would you stay at forever if you could? What do you think? I know you've only got 13 years to work with so far.
I would probably stay at the age I am now.
Okay.
Because it's like I'm just starting to be a teenager.
Yeah.
You know?
13's good. All right. Question number 2. What music group would you love to be a part of? Would love to be a member of?
Like a band?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I love One Direction. I know they're broken up, but that would be so fun to be part
All
of.
right. The reboot of One Direction featuring Gemma Bryce. Question 3. Again, you're only 13, but are there any fashions that you have worn in the past that you wouldn't be caught in dead now?
Basically everything I've worn before.
Everything is faded
Yes.
out of fashion.
I just look back at pictures and I'm like, why did I put that on?
Question 4. If you were to get a part on any TV show, which one would you pick and what character would you play?
One show I always watch back is Stranger Things, and I would probably play Nancy.
Remind me, which one's Nancy?
Nobody probably knows who that is, but she's like
Well, it's
one
been
of
like
the older
they
girls.
keep putting this off forever. Is the next season finally going to come out in 2025?
Yeah, it's coming out, I
Jeez.
think, next summer.
I like Stranger
Keeping
Things.
updated?
The Upside Down and all that. Which one's Nancy?
She's the, like,
Oh, yeah, she's
older
the
one.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay. All right, and then question 5. What are you talking about, Neil? Making fun of me in Stranger Things. Don't you watch Stranger Things? You don't? It's good. All right, question 5. All right, so other than going to the Bahamas, what are ways that your mom and dad let you know that they love you?
Well, I'm pretty sure they spend half of their money that they've ever made on me, which that's definitely a way. And my dad has definitely helped me get closer to God, which is another
Oh,
way.
very nice. All right, well, bravo, parents. You got good family hanging out with you here today at Barn Wired. All right, let's do one more tune. You got one more song to play.
Yes.
Are you going to be recording anytime soon? Are you going back into the studio?
We're hoping to get back down to Nashville if the time is right and we have enough money.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Well, just don't go to the Bahamas. Just put it towards the
Skip
studio.
it.
Maybe not. All right. All right, let's do this last.
Okay.
What's the name of the song, and is there any story behind it?
Yeah, this song's called Reverie, and I wrote it on the 15th, so that was like a couple days
Oh,
ago.
wow. This is brand new.
Just thought I would pop out a new one for you guys today.
This is making its world debut right now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, let's give it a listen. Again, here's Gemma Bryce on our Iowa Music Showcase.
I'm okay with watching you move on, 'cause I've grown accustomed to what they always do. It's not your fault that I can never be enough. All I can say is I expected more from you. Maybe it was all hypothetical. If you didn't act so small, I'd be in for the long haul. But you crushed my reverie, and I was only thinking for a second that someday we'd be anything other than unrequited. 'Cause I told you things that not a single soul would understand. But you left with my heart in your hands. I can't let go, that's always been hard for me. But you ran back to her so fast. Why'd you make it look so easy? There was no label, but we were more than friends. Now I double over as she reaches for your hand. We can call it something now, right person, wrong time. But I can't forget you. Oh, you've got oceans in your eyes. But you crushed my reverie, and I was only thinking for a second that someday we'd be anything other than unrequited. 'Cause I told you things that not a single soul would understand. But you left with my heart in your hands, playing make-believe that you and I were supposed to last forever. But you torture me by being okay that we're not together. Oh, I told you things not a single soul would understand. But you left with my heart in your hands, in your hands, oh, in your hands. 'Cause you crushed my reverie, and I was only thinking for a second that someday we'd be anything other than unrequited. 'Cause I told you things not a single soul would understand. But you left with my heart in your hands, playing make-believe that you and I were supposed to last forever. But you torture me by being okay that we're not together. You know, I told you things not a single soul would understand. But you left with my heart in your hands.
That is Gemma Bryce on our Iowa Music Showcase here in Sigourney, Iowa. Again, get in here for lunch today or whenever. You know, we've got the sports section coming up tomorrow. We'll be right here in the same place tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We're going to be featuring a lot of high school wrestling tomorrow. I know we've got teams from Sigourney, Keota, Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, also North Mahaska Wrestling, getting all the wrestlers in while they are on their Christmas break and not wrestling on Saturdays. So tune in tomorrow at 8 a.m. for the sports section live here on Steve Shetler Media. Well, Gemma, as always, it's a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you guys so much.
And we'll do it again next year at this time. Let's just book it for next year on the Friday during your Christmas break. So thank you so much for coming over. Appreciate you and your family always making things possible for us to get together here on Steve Shetler Media. So Gemma, Bryce, you guys enjoy Gemma today? Make sure you follow. You're closing in on 1,000 followers on your Facebook page.
Really?
So if we can get a few of you to follow her on Facebook, we'll get her that much closer to hitting that 1,000 mark on Facebook. Are you anywhere else on social media?
Yeah, I think I'm on everything besides Twitter.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Twitter's kind of.
Nobody uses Twitter.
Nobody uses Twitter. I have a Twitter account, but nobody follows it. All right, that'll do it. You guys have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll see you back here next week. Let me see. I'm trying to think who our guest is next Friday, and I'm, of course, drawing a complete and total blank. So, no, it's Mike Bernard. Mike Bernard coming to us from Wetmore, Western Iowa, and he's making his debut on the Iowa Music Showcase next Friday. So tune in, 11:30 to noon. We do it every Friday here on the Iowa Music Showcase. We're live at Barnwired. You guys have a great rest of your day.